Status before you head to the airport, go to WHIO's news app, click on our flight tracker.
I want to take you out west of Denver. 80-mile-an-hour winds today during what was called a bomb cyclone. It's impacting about 18 million people as this blast of winter weather moved through. Tonight, parts of the state still under a blizzard warning. A bomb cyclone is known to bring low pressure, high winds, and heavy snow. Look at this. Video from a highway just outside Denver. The wind and slick roads caused two semi-drivers to lose control and go sideways. I talked to some of my relatives in the Denver area tonight. They say the snow has stopped, but winds have closed most interstates as well as Denver International Airports.
Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs joins us now. Hard to watch that video knowing that we're anticipating severe weather of our own.
Yes, it is that same storm system that is bringing the extreme winds and blizzard conditions to Denver that's headed our way, and it's going to bring us strong winds and the threat for severe weather. Here are impacts for tomorrow as it comes on by. Damaging wind gusts, and that could even be outside of thunderstorms, as we are going to have prolonged strong winds throughout the day tomorrow, plus minor flooding because heavy rain is expected. We have several rounds of rain that come in on Thursday, and then there's also an outside chance that we may have a few thunderstorms that create some circulation that would produce an isolated spin-up tornado. I'm going to take you through all of that as we walk you through the next couple of minutes. As we look at live Doppler 7 radar, you can see steady, heavy rain working through central and eastern part of Illinois. This is the rain that will move in for tomorrow morning's commute. It will be accompanied by those locally heavy downpours and gusty winds, but that's not really your severe weather threat at this point. This low pressure system that we just showed you that video associated with, this is going to move to the north and east, and a cold front ahead of it is what's going to drive our threat for significant storms later on tomorrow afternoon and evening. As I mentioned, outside of thunderstorms, we are going to have pretty strong winds raging in out of the south and west, and could gust as high as 50 miles an hour outside of those storms. And because of that, there is a wind advisory beginning at 11 a.m. tomorrow until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Let's time out the rain and storms for you. Futurecast shows we're still quiet in the Miami Valley through 3 a.m., but that steady rain is just off to our west. We'll be tracking those showers as early as 5:30 in the morning. Meteorologist Kirsty Zontini will be with you live tracking with live Doppler 7 radar. We'll watch that picking up through your morning drive. There's 9 a.m. By lunchtime, though, we start to get a brief lull in the precipitation. Clouds will break and we warm up to nearly 70 degrees. Here's 2 o'clock and you can see thunderstorms already beginning to redevelop back to our west. This will be our threat for severe weather. When we take you through Futurecast, there's 4:30. Notice those showers and storms moving in from the west. This is not a straight line of storms. You can see some segments within the line. That's an indication that we could start to see some circulating storms, and that's the potential for those isolated spin-ups. Notice we're still tracking storms through 6 p.m. tomorrow evening. Finally beginning to wind things down between 7 and 8 o'clock tomorrow night. As I mentioned, we're going to have the heat and the moisture in place for these storms to feed off of. Tomorrow's high in the city of Dayton up near close to 70 degrees. So here is your storm threat index. There may be a few storms in the morning during that morning commute. We'll get a break late morning, midday, then begin to ramp things up around 2 o'clock in the afternoon and really be dealing with the thick of things through that 4, 5, 6 o'clock time frame and starting to quiet things down towards 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Cooler air will come in on Friday. We start out dry. A few showers may develop for the afternoon. As you can see through 4:30, severe threat not expected here. Just some passing showers, and cooler air that moves in for Friday evening could produce a few flurries. So we go from spring-like weather to winter weather once again. We're going to be dealing with some slightly cooler air into Saturday and Sunday. We are in the 40s. It is quiet though for your St. Patty's weekend. 43 on Monday, 46 partly cloudy on Tuesday. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning at 4:25. Kirsty Zontini is going to have the latest data and the track of those storms as they move in through the day tomorrow.
On Facebook, a high school student from our area said her school is punishing her for the Bible verses she put on her locker.
Who the district said those verses targeted and how they say it broke their code of conduct.